Hello everyone. In today's video class, we are going to study the reproductive system of earthworm. The reproductive system of earthworm. Here, earthworm is a hermaphrodite. That means both the male reproductive system and female reproductive system are present in the same earthworm. Okay, that is both testis and ovary. The male reproductive organ, that is testis, and the female reproductive organ, ovary, are present in the same earthworm. So, earthworm is a hermaphrodite. Now, let us see what are the parts present in the male reproductive system of earthworm. What are the parts present in the male reproductive system of earthworm? Now, let us see. So, we already know the earthworm body is divided into many segments, approximately 100 to 120 segments. This we already discussed. Okay, now I am going to explain you what are the parts present in the male reproductive system of earthworm. So, the male reproductive system of earthworm comprises of spermatheca, testis, accessory glands, and male genital pore. Spermatheca, testis, accessory glands, and male genital pore. Okay, so these are the main parts present in the male reproductive system of earthworm. Now let us see where are these parts present. Okay, so just I am drawing a rough diagram of the earthworm. If you imagine that this is the earthworm. Okay, let us imagine these are the segments. Okay, fifth segment, sixth, seventh, eighth, and it is the ninth segment. Okay, now spermatheca. We already discussed this point in morphology of earthworm. In the ventral side of the earthworm, there are 4 pairs of spermatheca. There are 4 pairs of spermatheca. And how they are located? They are located in the intersegmental region of 5 and 6, 6 and 7, 7 and 8, 8 and 9. They are located in the intersegmental regions. Intersegmental in the sense between the 2 segments, that is, this is 5th segment, this is 6th segment. So here one pair of spermatheca. 6th, 7th, here one pair of spermatheca. 7th, 8th, here one pair of spermatheca. Okay, and 8th, 9th, here one pair of spermatheca. So totally 4 pairs of spermatheca are present. Okay, totally 4 pairs of spermatheca are present. And where they are present? They are present between 5th to 9th segment. They are present between 5th to 9th segment. And how they are present? They are present in the intersegmental region, that is at the junction of two segments. You see, this is fifth, this is sixth. This is the junction. Here one pair. Sixth, seventh, one junction. Seventh, eighth junction. Eighth, ninth junction. So there are 4 pairs of spermatheca present between 5th to 9th segment. Understood? And they are present in the intersegmental regions. The main function of this spermatheca is temporary storage of sperms. Okay? They will store the sperms temporarily. So their main function is temporary storage of the sperms. This in detail we will discuss in the mechanism of reproduction. That is, during reproduction we will discuss it. Okay, so 4 pairs of spermatheca apertures are present. Okay, in the intersegmental regions of 5th to 9th segments. Then after that testis. Generally, the testes are present in the 10th segment and in the 11th segment. So, if it is 10th segment and if it is 11th segment, there are 2 pairs of testes present. There are 2 pairs of testes present. Where these 2 pairs of testes are present, one pair is present at the 10th segment and another pair is present at the 11th segment. So these 2 are 2 pairs of testes. So 2 pairs of testes are present in the 10th and 11th segment. That is, one pair of testes is present in the 10th segment and another pair of testes is present in the 11th segment. Okay, understood? Now, accessory glands. Where these accessory glands are present? Let us see. These accessory glands are mainly seminal vesicle, okay, and prostate gland, and the name of another accessory gland is accessory gland only. Okay, so there are 3 types of accessory glands present in the earthworm: seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and the other name is accessory gland itself. Okay, understood? And where these are present? First of all, seminal vesicles are present near the testis only. Seminal vesicles are present near the testis only. Near the testis only, the seminal vesicles are present. So seminal vesicles are present near testis only. Now, where this prostate gland is present and where this accessory gland is present? Okay, actually, prostate gland is present in the 18th segment. Prostate gland is present in the 18th segment. So this is the prostate gland. Prostate gland is present in the 18th segment. There is a pair of prostate glands present in the 18th segment. And where these accessory glands are present? One pair of accessory glands are present in the 17th segment and another pair of accessory glands are present in the 19th segment. So 17th and 19th. Are you understanding? So, seminal vesicles. There are three types of accessory glands present in the male reproductive system of earthworm. Okay, seminal vesicles. They are present near the testis itself. Prostate gland. It is present in the 18th segment. There is a pair of prostate glands in the 18th segment. And accessory glands. One pair of accessory glands is present in the 17th segment and another pair of accessory glands are present in the 19th segment. Okay, understood? Next, male genital pore. Male genital pore. Male genital pore, a pair of male genital pore. A pair of male genital pore is present in the 18th segment itself. A pair of male genital pores are present in the 18th segment itself. Then after that, accessory ducts. After that, accessory ducts. What are those accessory ducts? Now let us discuss. Okay, here what are the accessory ducts present in the male reproductive system of earthworm? Now let us discuss. I told you in 10th and 11th segment there are two pairs of testes. Now these two pairs of testes opens into a long tube-like structure. Opens into a long tube-like structure which runs up to the 18th segment. Okay, the testis opens into a long tube-like structure which runs up to 18th segment. Which runs up to 18th segment. This long tube-like structure is nothing but vasa deferens. This long tube-like structure is nothing but vasa deferens. So this is one accessory duct, that is vasa deferens. Okay, vasa deferens is one accessory duct. Another accessory duct is, now this vasa deferens is connected to the prostate gland. This vasa deferens is connected to the prostate gland. Now a common duct which is connected to vasa deferens as well as prostate gland. From vasa deferens and from prostate gland, a common duct arises. A common duct arises, and this common duct is connected to male genital pore. This common duct is connected to male genital pore. Why I said you it is a common duct? Why? Because this duct is connected to vasa deferens. At the same time, this duct is connected to prostate gland. Okay, so this duct is called common prostate and spermatic duct. Common prostate and spermatic duct. Once again I will repeat the point. A common duct arises from vas deferens and prostate gland, and this duct is connected to the male genital pore. This duct is connected to male genital pore. This duct is nothing but a common prostate and spermatic duct. Okay, so these are various parts of the male reproductive system. Okay, now let us discuss their functions. First of all, spermatheca. I already told you spermatheca helps in the temporary storage of sperms. Next, accessory glands. There are three pairs of accessory glands, right? There are three types of accessory glands, right? Seminal vesicle, prostate gland, accessory gland. The main function of these accessory glands is they secrete nutritive fluid. They secrete a nutritive fluid. That fluid will provide nutrition to the sperms. Okay, that fluid provide nutrition to the sperms. That is nourishment to the sperms. Then, male genital pore. This is the pore through which the sperms will be released outside. Okay, male genital pore. What is the main function of male genital pore? This is the structure through which the sperms will be discharged outside. Then, accessory ducts. Accessory ducts. The main function of accessory ducts is through these ducts only the sperms will move. So they helps in the transportation of the sperms. They helps in the transportation of the sperms. Now, my dear students, I will give you the clear-cut picturization what happens in the male reproductive system. You see, testis will release sperms. Those sperms will move through the vas deferens. They will move through vas deferens. So, testis. From testis, the sperms will move through vas deferens. From vas deferens, the sperms will go to common prostate spermatic duct. Common prostate spermatic duct. Now, from the common prostate spermatic duct, the sperms will go to male genital pore. From the male genital pore, the sperms will be released outside. That is what happens during the copulation. So, testis to vas deferens to common prostate and spermatic duct. From common prostatic spermatic duct, male genital pore. From male genital pore, the sperms will be discharged out. So, spermatheca, temporary storage of sperms. About this, we will discuss very clearly during copulation. Testis, they release sperms. Accessory glands, they secrete nutritive fluid which provide nourishment to the sperms. Male genital pore, it is the structure through which the sperms will be discharged outside. Accessory ducts, they help in the transportation of the sperms. Okay, so these are the parts present in the male reproductive system of the earthworm. And I already said you the location. Spermatheca from 5th to 9th segment in the intersegmental region. Two pairs of testis. One pair is at 10th segment, another pair is at 11th segment. Accessory glands. Three types of accessory glands are present. Seminal vesicles are present near the testis itself. Prostate gland is present in the 18th segment. Accessory glands. One pair of accessory glands is present in the 17th segment and another pair is present in the 19th segment. Okay, now, excuse me. Male genital pore. A pair of male genital pore are present in the 18th segment. While explaining about the morphology, I told you, it is present in the ventrolateral side, that is ventral side and at sides. Then, accessory ducts. One accessory duct, that is vas deferens, it will run from 10th and 11th segment to the 18th segment. Another accessory duct, common prostate and spermatic duct, is present in the 18th segment. So this is about the male reproductive system of the earthworm. Now let us see what are the parts present in the female reproductive system of the earthworm. What are the parts present in the female reproductive system? What are the parts present in the female reproductive system of the earthworm? Now, a pair of ovaries, oviduct and female genital pore. A pair of ovaries, oviduct and the female genital pore. So these are the three parts present in the female reproductive system of the earthworm. So female genital pore. Pair of ovaries, oviduct and female genital pore. Where these are located? Again, let me draw a rough diagram of the earthworm. Okay, now let us imagine this is 12th segment, this is 13th segment, 14th segment. Now a pair of ovaries are present at intersegmental septum of 12th and 13th segment. A pair of ovaries are present. A pair of ovaries are present at intersegmental septum. Intersegmental septum of 12th and 13th segment. That is, this is 12th segment, this is 13th segment. Intersegmental septum means inter, between, segmental, segments, septum, wall. Between the two segments there is a wall. You see, this is the 12th segment, this is the 13th segment, this is the septum. Now here a pair of ovaries are present. Okay, then oviduct. Beneath the ovaries there is a funnel shaped structure. Beneath the ovaries there is a funnel shaped structure. This funnel shaped structure is nothing but oviduct. This funnel shaped structure is nothing but oviduct. Where is this oviduct present? Where is this oviduct is present? This oviduct is present beneath the ovaries. The oviduct is present just beneath the ovaries. Understood? Now, finally, there is a single female genital pore in the 14th segment, exactly at the center. Female genital pore is present in the mid-ventral region of the 14th segment. It is the correct word. Mid-ventral region of the 14th segment. That is in the 14th segment, at the ventral region and exactly at the center. Okay, there is a single female genital pore. So what will happen? Ovaries will release eggs. Ovaries will release eggs. Those eggs will move to oviduct. From oviduct, these eggs will move to female genital pore, and from female genital pore they will move outside. So what is the sequence of passage? From ovaries to oviduct, from oviduct to female genital pore. So this is about the female reproductive system of the earthworm. So we studied regarding the male reproductive system of the earthworm, and we studied regarding the female reproductive system of the earthworm. Now let us see how copulation takes place in earthworm. That is, how sexual act takes place in the earthworm. Now let us see how copulation and fertilization takes place in earthworm. First of all, during copulation, two earthworms come together in juxtaposing position. During copulation, the two earthworms, okay, come closer to each other in juxtaposing position. Here you may get a doubt. That doubt I will clear it later. Your doubt is, sir, male reproductive system and female reproductive system are present in the same earthworm, no? Then what is the requirement for two earthworms to come together? Fertilization takes place in the same earthworm, no? Because testis is present in the same earthworm, ovary is also present in the same earthworm. So there only fertilization takes place. Why two earthworms should come together? For this question, I will say the answer later. Now, two earthworms come closer to each other in juxtaposing position. Juxtaposing position means, for example, this is one earthworm. This is one earthworm A. Its mouth is here. Another earthworm B. Its mouth will be here. That means they will come closer to each other in opposite direction. That is, for one earthworm, the mouth is at the top, means other earthworm will come in reverse position. For it, the mouth is at the bottom. For example, my head is here, legs. Another human being is here. His head is at the bottom and legs are at the top. That means we both are in juxtaposing position. Juxtaposing. You see, this is there, this finger. Both are in juxtaposing, that is in opposite directions. You see, for this earthworm, mouth is at the top, means for this earthworm, it came in reverse. Its head region is here. For this earthworm, its head region is here. So that is called juxtaposing position. Juxtaposing position. So here the two earthworms comes in contact with each other in juxtaposing direction. That is in opposite direction. For one earthworm, anterior region at top, posterior region at bottom, means for another earthworm, posterior region at top, anterior region will be at the bottom. Why it should come like that? Means if they come in contact with each other in juxtaposing direction, the advantage is, let us imagine this is one earthworm. Let us imagine this is another earthworm. So this is one earthworm A, this is another earthworm B. When they contact with each other in juxtaposing position, in this earthworm, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we know very well, spermatical apertures are present. So if two earthworms comes in contact with each other in juxtaposing position, what happens is, the spermatical apertures of one earthworm will be in contact with the 18th segment of the another earthworm. The spermatical apertures of one earthworm will be in contact with the 18th segment of the another earthworm. Why? Because they joined in reverse manner, no? Okay? If it is like this, it is very easy to exchange sperms. It is very easy to exchange sperms. Now let us see. So the two earthworms, okay, the two earthworms join in juxtaposing position, in opposite position. When they join like that, what will happen? the spermatical apertures of one earthworm, are in contact with the 18th segment of the another earthworm. Okay, now let us see what will happen when they comes in contact with each other. I will draw the male reproductive system of this earthworm and I will draw the female reproductive system of this earthworm. This is 18th segment. We know very well. Here, male genital pore is present. Let us imagine this is 10th segment, this is 11th segment. I already told you, here one pair of testes, here another pair of testes will be there. Now these testes will join like this with vas deferens. Now from here common spermatic duct will come. Now this is male genital pore. This is the male reproductive system. Now what happens in this earthworm? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 segments are there. These are spermatical apertures. I will draw the female reproductive system. This will be the 14th segment, 15th segment, 16th segment and 12th and 13th segment. Here a pair of ovaries will be there. They opens into a funnel and here there is female genital pore. Okay. Now the two earthworms, they will come in contact with each other in juxtaposing position. And students, I already told you while explaining the morphology that in earthworm 14th, 15th, 16th segment, it will become thick and glandular. And forms a structure called clitellum. Okay. Now let us see what happens. The two earthworms comes in contact with each other in juxtaposing position. That means the spermatical apertures of one earthworm will be in contact with the 18th segment of the another earthworm. Now what happens is testes will release sperms. Those sperms will move through vas deferens. From vas deferens, those sperms will move to common prostate and spermatic duct, and from that common prostatic spermatic duct, they will move to male genital pore. Now a bridge will be established. A tube, a connection will be established between these two earthworms. Now from this male genital pore, the sperms will go to the spermatical aperture. I already told you the function of spermatical aperture is temporary storage of sperms. You remember one point here, I said you, I will say its function later in detail. They won't store the sperms of its own. They will store the sperms of the other earthworm. Understood? I told you the main function of spermatical apertures is to store the sperms. Whose sperms it will store? It won't store its own sperms. It will store the sperms of the other earthworm. Okay? Now what happened? A bridge, a tube-like structure was established between the two earthworms. Now from the 18th segment, the sperms will move into the spermatical apertures of the other earthworm. Now the sperms never move individually. The sperms will be transported in groups, in the packet in the form of a packet. The group of sperms will be transported like in the form of a packet. This packet of sperms is called spermatophore. This packet of sperms are called spermatophore. Now what happened? One earthworm released its sperms into the other earthworm. One earthworm released the sperms into other earthworm. At the same time, this earthworm also. Now you see, its 18th segment is here. Its 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th segment is here. When this earthworm releases the sperms into when the earthworm B releases sperms into earthworm A, here also this earthworm A releases sperms into earthworm B. So mutual exchange of sperms takes place. Understood? Now what happened? Once again I will give you a quick review. The two earthworms comes in juxtaposing position in such a way that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th segment of one earthworm will be in touch with the 18th segment of the other earthworm. Now this earthworm releases the sperms from the testis. They will go to vas deferens. From there common duct. From there male genital pore. From this male genital pore they release into those sperms will be transported in the form of packets called spermatophore into another earthworm through a bridge. Okay. Now sperms entered. Now the spermatheca stored the sperms of the other earthworm. So mutual exchange of sperms over. No. Now the two earthworms they separate. The two earthworms they will get separated. So you imagine whatever the changes taking place in earthworm A, same changes will be taking in earthworm B. So when they get separated, when mutual exchange of sperms completed, when mutual exchange of sperms completed, both the earthworms will be get separated. Now what happened? What happens? Now in these spermatical apertures, who are there? Sperms are there. Those sperms belongs to not the same earthworm. Those sperms belongs to the other earthworm. Now what happens? Let us see. This clitellar region secretes a mucus. Because of that, there will be formation of a special structure. You see, this clitellar region, 14th, 15th, 16th segment, it secretes a mucus. It secretes a mucus. Okay. This mucus, okay, forms a special structure called cocoon. So you imagine in such a way, this is earthworm means this is cocoon. That means this is the skin of the earthworm. This is the skin of the earthworm. Now this is the cocoon. Okay, understood? So if it is the earthworm means this is the cocoon. Okay, so in fourth, the clitellum releases a mucus. This mucus forms a special structure called cocoon. Okay, now what is going to happen? These are the ovaries, no? These are the ovaries. This is the oviduct. This is the female genital pore. Now, what happens is, ovaries releases eggs into oviduct. From oviduct, the eggs will go to female genital pore. From this female genital pore, the eggs will reach cocoon. The eggs will reach cocoon. Now the eggs are in cocoon region. Okay. But where are the sperms? The sperms are in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th in these segments. Now what happens is this earthworm will move in backward direction. This earthworm will move in backward direction like this. You imagine the picture like this. If it is the earthworm, if it is the cocoon, the earthworm is moving backward like this. That means cocoon will be left there only. Cocoon will be left there only. Earthworm, cocoon. This is the earthworm. This is the cocoon. Earthworm is going in backward direction like this. That means cocoon will be here only, but earthworm is moving. Understood? Now what happens? Cocoon will be here. The earthworm will be moving like this. So it will come like this, like this, like this, like this. Now when the earthworm is moving downward, when the earthworm is moving downward, okay, so this is 14, 15, 16 segment now. It is going down. 10 segment will come here. Still it is going down. 9 segment will come here. So when the earthworm is moving down, these 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th segments also will come like this now. Now when the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th segments reaches near cocoon, they are moving like this now. You imagine that earthworm is moving like this. So it will go down. So these segments will come like this, like this, like this, like this. Now when 5th to 9th segments reaches cocoon, from this spermatheca the sperms will be released into the cocoon. The sperms will be released into the cocoon. Now what happened? The entire cocoon, the entire earthworm will go down by leaving the cocoon here. By leaving the cocoon here. So earthworm left cocoon and it went. Now in that cocoon, who will be there? Eggs and sperms will be there. In that cocoon, who will be there? Eggs and sperms will be there. Now fertilization takes place in the cocoon. Fertilization takes place in the cocoon. So here what happens? The eggs and sperms will fuse with each other and they form zygote. The zygote develops into embryos. So this is the cocoon. In this cocoon, embryos will be there. How many embryos will be there? Approximately in each cocoon there will be 2 to 20 embryos. There will be 2 to 20 embryos. In some cocoons only 2 embryos, in some cocoons 6, in some cocoons 18, in some cocoons 10. But if you take average, minimum 4 will be there. If you take average, minimum 4 will be there. Now, very important point. Where does fertilization took place? Is it take place in the earthworm? No. Fertilization took place in the cocoon. So fertilization took place in the cocoon. So that means fertilization didn't take place in the earthworm. Okay. The fertilization is external fertilization. The fertilization is external fertilization. Now what happens? These cocoons will be in the soil because earthworm left the cocoon in the soil and went. So these embryos within 3 weeks, they develops into new earthworms. Those new earthworms, they will rupture. New earthworms are formed. These new earthworms, they will rupture cocoon and they will come outside within 3 weeks. Now, this is how reproduction takes place in earthworm. In the beginning, we raised one question. That is, earthworm is a hermaphrodite. Both testis and ovary are present in the same earthworm. So, if testis and ovary are present in the same earthworm, why 2 earthworms are coming together? Why 2 earthworms are coming together? Testis is present in the same earthworm, ovary is also present in the same earthworm. So within the same earthworm, fertilization can occur, no? But why 2 earthworms are coming together and they are exchanging sperms? What is the requirement? Means first reason is for self fertilization to occur, for self-fertilization to occur. Self-fertilization means sperm of same earthworm fuses with egg of same earthworm. That is self-fertilization. For self-fertilization to occur, there is one condition. That is, sperms, eggs must mature at the same time. Sperms present in the earthworm, eggs present in the earthworm must mature at the same earthworm. But in earthworm, the problem is earthworm is protandrous condition. Earthworm is protandrous condition. That is, in the same earthworm, first, androus, male. That is, male gametes will mature first, female gamete will mature later. That is, sperms will mature first, egg will mature later. What is the condition for self-fertilization to occur? Egg and sperm must mature at the same time. But it is not like that in earthworm. Sperm will mature first. That's why it will search another earthworm. So, for self-fertilization to occur, both sperms and eggs must mature at the same time. But in earthworm, the sperms will mature faster, or the sperms will mature first and the egg will mature later. So, even though sperms and eggs are present in the same earthworm, self-fertilization won't occur because sperms are maturing first. Another condition, if self-fertilization occurs, there is no generation of new characters. Same characters will be continued. In human beings, if marriage took place among the relatives, no, same genes will be there, so same characters will come. If marriage is performed between the other family, means variations, new characters will come. In the same way, if the sperm of same earthworm fuses with egg of same earthworm, means same characters will come. There are no variations. So, in order to create variations, okay, there is exchange of sperms between the two earthworms. Now you understood the situation? Now, so this is about the reproduction in earthworm. And economic importance of earthworm. Is there any use for human beings because of earthworm? Means, yes, it is there. Earthworm is known as farmer's friend. Why? Because I already told you earthworm will be in the soil. It will make cracks in the soil. When it makes cracks in the soil, what will happen is plant roots, they will easily penetrate into the soil and oxygen will easily enter into the soil so that plant can grow well. So that's why earthworm is called farmer's friend. And earthworm also useful in preparing vermicompost, a fertilizer. It helps to prepare the vermicompost. And another thing is, earthworm is used as bait in fishing. Earthworm is used as bait in fishing. That is, in villages, no, in canals and all. If they want to catch fishes, they will take a stick. They will take a stick. To that stick, they will tie a thread. To that thread, they will tie earthworm. And they will keep in the water. Fish will come to catch this earthworm. At that time, they will remove the stick. So, it is used as bait in fishing. So, this is the economic importance of earthworm. I hope you understood the topic. Once go through the textbook. If you have any doubts, just post me in the WhatsApp group. I will reply for your questions. So, in the next class, we will discuss regarding the morphology of frog. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day and have a safe day. Thank you.